So let's talk passive income, what it is and why I think it's so important for everybody, especially if you're Gen Xer guys, or if you have just one income stream where you're relying 100% on your job. I want to share everything that I know about passive income and how anybody can get started regardless of age. And guys, make sure you watch till the end because I'm going to share with you guys exactly how passive income is helping me catch up for retirement. Because guys, I'm 52 years old. I'm late to saving for retirement. I didn't get started till I was 46. And I have to do everything that I can do to make sure that we can retire with dignity. And I'm using passive income to help me do that. So passive income, guys, all it is basically income that you make from the work that you put in upfront on a business. And once you do that, you're consistent on a long term, eventually all that work that you put in upfront will start paying you. You'll make money at night while you're sleeping, while you're on vacation with friends and family. Even if you don't show up for a while and you need to take a break because you're just working too hard, you'll still earn money. And with a job, guys, unlike a job where you only make money when you're there. Yes, you can make money while you're on vacation or sick leave, but once that vacation and sick leave run out, you have to show up in order to make money. And if you decide to call off and you don't have any time, there's a good chance that that company will fire you because they want you there. And that's the only way that you make money. So I'm not knocking a job, guys. I have a job. I have a full-time job, but I mind my own business on the side, creating these businesses that create passive income so that I can use that money to help me catch up for retirement. Now, there's tons of different ways to create passive income, but in this video, I can only share with you guys the two things that I'm familiar with and that I have actually built up to create some type of passive income business. So the first one that I want to talk to you about is a blogging business. A blogging business, that's what I built about 3 or 4 years ago. I built this business up. I wake up in the morning, spend time at the computer, 10, 12 hours at the computer, and I would write articles based on keywords that people would search. And then when my website came up on the search engine based on their search, then I would make money through ads and affiliates. And there's tons of different ways that you can make money when you start a passive income business. It doesn't have to necessarily just be ads and affiliates, but those are the two easiest ways that anybody can get started regardless of age. Now, the thing that I want to say before I jump into the videos, which is what I'm working on now, I no longer work on my blogging business. And like I said, guys, that business, when you first start it and it's brand new, it's not going to make you a penny. And the truth is, what I'm experiencing right now is that if you leave it alone long enough, eventually that money will dry out. But it's no different than a job, guys. Like I said, if you don't show up for a job, you don't get paid. So while that business continues to make me money, the blogging business, it's not making me anywhere near what it used to make me. But I don't enjoy writing articles anymore. And plus, AI has really killed a lot of the blogging businesses, which is why I'm not going to tell you to start a blogging business, because it's a lot more challenging today than it was back in the day. I'm not saying it's not possible. There are still people who make money with blogging. But for me, like I said, I don't like sitting in front of the computer because I was getting a sore neck. It was just horrible sitting in front of the computer. Now, if you like to type and sit in front of the computer, go for it. There's tons of videos online that you can watch that will show you how to start a blogging business. But for me, guys, on this video, I'm going to share with you guys how starting a YouTube channel is a lot better than starting a blog. Now, with a blogging business, one more thing about a blogging business, because I know a lot of people, especially in previous videos that I've created, a lot of people say that starting a side business is expensive. And with a blogging business, guys, it will cost you money to get started. It's not a lot of money. It's not like buying a franchise, but you do have to come up with the money for the domain, and then you have to come up with the money for the hosting, which the hosting is going to be more expensive than a domain. A domain you can pay maybe, I don't know, $8 to $13 a year. With hosting, it depends on which company you go with, and that prices for hosting are going to vary. So that's why I'm not talking about a blogging business, because I've left that business alone. And while it does make me money, I've seen how challenging it can be to grow a blog, especially with AI. So that's why I talk about a YouTube channel, because anybody can start a YouTube channel and it doesn't cost you a penny. chances are you already have a phone that has a camera. And so you could get started today by just creating something that you want to talk about. So I know a lot of people tend to think that they can't create a YouTube channel because they have no idea what to talk about. And that's how I used to feel, guys. But the truth is that when you find something that you want to share, whether it's your personal journey, whether it's hanging blinds, starting a garden, raising chickens, there's an audience out there for you. As a matter of fact, guys, I want to share a book that I read. It's on Audible, and you can buy the Kindle version as well too. Or I'm not sure if they have a paperback copy, but there's a book called The Almanac of Naval Ravikant. I'll link it down below, guys, that you guys can read. This book will definitely change your mind if you think that you don't have what it takes to create a business of your own. And in the book, he mentions that people haven't realized the power of the internet, that if you use it the right way, instead of just searching for things or playing games or, just whatever way you're using in the internet right now, if you change your mindset and actually start using it to build a business of your own, anybody can do it. And the truth is that you don't have to compete with anybody, because just being your own unique self is enough to build a business. And that was the one thing that I struggled with when I started this YouTube channel, was I didn't think that I had what it took. But the truth is, you have what it takes. And if you haven't started a YouTube channel, guys, I highly recommend that you do, because like I said, every video that you record, well, you're not going to make money out the gate. And at first it's going to feel like you're just spinning your wheels, because it's going to take time to find out what you're comfortable talking about, feeling comfortable in front of the camera. The truth is that as long as you keep going and you don't throw in the towel, eventually you're going to find your people. You're going to find people who resonate with what you're talking about. So I just wanted to share with you guys that videos are one of the best ways to get started with building a passive income business. And it doesn't cost a penny, guys, because like I said, you probably already have a phone. You don't need to buy any expensive equipment. I know there's a lot of people who say that you have to buy all this expensive equipment, and that's what I used to think as well too. But the truth is, there's tons of people who get started with a YouTube channel at the beginning who just start with their phone. Later on, once you start making some money, you can always upgrade to your equipment that if you want. If not, just continue making them with your phone. It doesn't matter, guys. So don't let that stop you. Let me share with you guys one of the most important things when it comes to building a passive income business. The most important thing, in my opinion, that is going to help you build a successful passive income business, we're going to call it content creation business, guys, because that's what video is. When you create videos, websites, books, anything that consists of content, it's a content creation business. So when you build a content creation business in hopes of creating a passive income stream, the most important thing is consistency. So like most people, guys, when I started a business back in the past, what I would do is I would work on that business for a while. And anytime anybody starts something new, they get all excited, myself included, guys. We go out the gate running, trying to do everything so fast, and then you suffer from burnout. And not only burnout, but you start comparing yourself to others. And when you see other people making all this money and it seems like they just got started, you're wondering why your channel or why your content creation business is taking so long to actually be profitable. But the truth is, guys, nobody's going to tell you this, but it takes time to actually build a successful business. And as long as you keep showing up and doing the work, just put your head down, do what you need to do, put the work. It's your journey, guys. You're not racing against anybody else, and you can't compare yourself to anybody else. And the minute that you start comparing yourself to somebody else, you're going to throw in the towel, because you're going to be wondering why it's not working for you. And the minute that you quit, you're never going to know whether or not it was possible to create it. And I'm here to tell you guys that consistency is the name of the game. So if you do start a YouTube channel, just make sure you're consistent. Don't listen to other YouTubers who tell you that you should be this far, or that it only took them 6 months to actually create a passive income. Because the truth is, guys, this channel that I'm working on right now did not start making any money. I mean, it made maybe a penny or two. It did not start making any real money until I had over 150 videos. So That's a lot of videos. That's a lot of work up front without any pay. And honestly, guys, I think that's the reason people give up and just go back to the job, because it does take time. With a job, when you show up and you get on the clock, you get paid. But the truth is, when you put yourself at the mercy of a job and just having that paycheck alone, you put yourself in somebody's complete control. And with a passive income business, guys, you take back some of your control. Not only that, guys, is I know a lot of you guys are older that watch this YouTube channel, myself included. If you're in a position where you're trying to find a job, then you're going to have a lot harder time than somebody who is younger because you're older. And I don't care what anybody says. Employers tend to discriminate against somebody who is older. Not all employers, but for the most part, most good paying jobs will not hire a lot of older people. So when you build a content creation business, guys, age doesn't matter. You can be a Gen Xer, you can be older. It doesn't matter. There is no age discrimination when it comes to building a business for yourself. And that's why I always tell you guys to build some kind of passive income stream, because I want you to get some control over your life back. I don't want you to have to be working for a job, getting all your money from just that one income stream, because you're never completely 100% safe when you rely 100% on a job. Now, I told you guys I was going to share with you guys how a passive income business has helped me save and catch up for retirement. And like I said, guys, I'm 52 years old. We are late to saving for retirement because I've always had a low paying job and it was never enough to pay the bills and save and invest. Plus, I didn't really know that much about saving and investing when I was growing up. And I made a lot of bad choices when I was younger. So here I am at 52 years old, trying to save and invest. And one of the best things that has enabled me to save and invest and try to catch up for retirement is having a passive income stream. If it hadn't been for my passive income stream business, guys, or my content creation business, I would be nowhere near to having the net worth that I have today. Now, I'm nowhere near to being able to retire with dignity right now. But the truth is, because of my business, I am a lot further than what I would have been if I hadn't had this business. Because every year, what I do whenever I earn any money online through my content creation business, I don't spend it. I don't use that income to survive. Instead, I use my job income to pay our bills and to survive. With my content creation business, guys, whenever I earn any money, I put that money aside into a high yield savings account. That way, at the end of the year, I can pay Uncle Sam and then put the rest of the money into my solo 401k. And that's the main reason that I am creating a content creation business. Now, if you're all caught up for retirement and you don't need this money to catch up for retirement, then you're in a better spot than me. But it still doesn't mean that you shouldn't create some type of passive income stream. The truth is that everybody could use a little bit more income, even if it is just to supplement your paycheck right now, because we all know that the cost of living just keeps going up. So you can use the passive income stream money that you build to beef up your emergency fund, to supplement your income, especially if you're an older adult, guys, and you're living just on Social Security. Maybe you don't have a lot of savings and investments. Then you can use this income stream. Just make sure that you're setting some aside for Uncle Sam. You can use this money to supplement your income so that way you don't rely 100% on Social Security, because we all know when you're on a fixed income, things can get tough because everything keeps going up except your income. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to share this because I think it's so important, especially as a Gen Xer, to create some type of passive income so that we can take control of our lives back. And especially if you're late to saving and investing for retirement like me, guys, because like I always say, it doesn't matter how you're doing financially when you get older. There's nobody who's going to come and save you. So it's completely up to you. And I don't want to be in my 70s having to go back to work because I didn't create some type of passive income stream when I had a chance when I was younger. And guys, I know what you're saying. It's hard to create a passive income when you're working a full-time job. It's not easy, guys. I mean, if it was easy, everybody would do it. But I do think that it is worth it. So anyway, guys, let me know in the comments below if you have some type of passive income stream, or if you're working on some type of business that will help you create a passive income stream. Because Guys, I do think it's so important, especially in today's economy. And if you enjoyed this video, guys, give it a thumbs up. Click on that subscribe button so that you can be notified when I put out a new video. And until next time, guys, take care, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.